Greetings, Queen. Thanks for joining my live. I'll be speaking in 2 minutes. Couple things in the tech game we're gonna see. I'm only gonna be very brief and short. Pretty good, Shafan. What's up? Raining today, you know? I gotta tell you a crazy story today, and it's a tech story. And it caused me to lose money. About to speak now. Hello, wonderful people today. I'm going to be doing a short live today. Today, rainy day slowed down work. It does not slow down work, including the Eagles win too. The Eagles win, people eating, got drunk, made a lot of money yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't work out too good. And my phone, what's up, Keisha? And my phone too, my A52, which is my business phone, was screwing up every time I'm trying to get to do something on the app. The Samsung lag came through and screwed up my whole day. So I had to go transfer to one of the two phones all my business accounts to that, you know what I mean, to another phone. I had a phone that was up for sale, the OnePlus Nord. I had to transfer everything to my OnePlus Nord, and it's still uploading now. I still got 131 apps I gotta wait through. I tried to put it on my Model G7, but my Model G7 wouldn't accept it because I put a TextNow card up in that. Before it was accepting it before, but the TextNow program has pretty much so I'm pretty pissed today. But hey, maybe it was God's doing to keep me in and stuff like that, and maybe we'll try it again tomorrow. So I'm going to talk about the couple phones today, a couple things I have saw on a couple people's channels, Jay Williams channels and Shakara Tech. Shakara Tech, I got to say this. You telling me, just showed me that the LG V60 and older phones just ate up the model Edge 2022 and cameras. It spit it out alive. You kidding me? I looked at your video myself and I'm like, yo, damn. The V60, this is a $109 phone now. Some places $200 and all that. And you still got a foldable case to it to make it into two-door phones. A 2022 phone, a phone that came out in 2019. Man, that is crazy. That is crazy when I saw that today. You know what I mean? What else can I say about it? I got to be honest, keep the truth. Some of these people don't keep the truth. They'll keep saying this to keep their channel going. And some of this stuff be lies, man. It be lies. Or they look at the phone and say, oh, this don't compare to this, don't compare to that. And when we had my man Jay Williams from Trenton, New Jersey, he went ahead and just did a video of the of two Samsung phones that are out right now, the Fold 4 and S22 Ultra Note. and he did a side to side comparison and stuff like that. And somebody saying the cameras is better to the S22 with the extra camera and all that. No, it's not. Let's just put it this way: both phones was recording the same exact way when he filmed them. You want if you did the show his comparison video, you won't be able to tell the difference. I mean, one got a 108 MP camera, but it wasn't updated before the 4.4, and the other one got a 50 MP camera, and you can't tell the same. You can't tell the same. You know what I mean? So these people complaining, crying in the tech game, like women, it's over. It's over. You know what I mean? All these phones do the same stuff and the same thing. You know what I mean? Some cameras is center, some cameras is not. Some have focus and some don't. That's all. But it depends on what you want. Like you like Apple, like people like Apple OS. You know what I'm saying? Where you got the best editing software in the world. But you got to think about what OS. You got to pay $200 to $300 for software to keep your phone forever. And if you don't, I would discuss this with Keisha. You know what I mean? Okay, upgrade the phone. What you got, Safran? Just type in there what you got. And when I discussed this with Keisha earlier and stuff like that, most people are keeping their iPhones. There's still people with iPhone 4s and iPhone 7s, iPhone 5s, iPhone 6, and they kept them. And some don't care to get the new software. As long as they got what they got in them, that's it. But hey, they feel like they brought all that money for all that software, so the upgrade for them is pretty hard on Apple. OS and Android are two different platforms, and you got to look at Android too. If you're not used to Android and stuff like that, and used to Apple, I mean, Android's not gonna be for you. You used to, and I mean, if you're used to Apple and not used to Android, it's not gonna be for you. But we need to adapt to both of them. We need to adapt to phone. Oh yeah, iPhone 8 is going to take a hard time for you to just do Android. My cousin got an iPhone 8. My younger cousin, he's had it for 2 to 3 years. He put it in the case and tossed it out, test the case and tossed it out the window, and had no cracks on it at all when he tossed it out the window. When you get one of these good solid cases, I have a good solid case for my Note 20 Ultra. I said I had used it last time, but the phone got cracked. Now the phone's in the shop right now, getting repaired. You know what I mean? So when I go up to Chester County and go pick that joint up, now I will be going back. That would be going back doing my business phone. So so I had a hard time today with that. And nowadays, it just shows how they paralyzed us with these phones. Your bank account's connected to your phone. Your apps are connected to your phone. Your jobs are connected to the phone. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have that phone to be able to push the button to work. You don't work. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? A job had to hire you, and you had to be at a 9 to 5 at a certain time. And it's still like that in some jobs. So some people refuse to go back, or you have your own business. So you need your computer. So it's always good to have a laptop with you when this happens. Always good to have a backup pad with you like that, or have some good Wi-Fi that you can take with you everywhere that you go. So that was the real deal about that. But you got some older phones better than others. You don't always have to have the latest and greatest. But what I'm going to do in a future show is I'm going to give you suggestions on older phones that are still great as of this time in 2022 that you can get your hands on and just work as good as the ones in 2022. You know what I mean? I have one of those phones, the LG, but it's the mid-range version of the V60. That's what I have. You know what I mean? You've seen the videos of my TCL Stylus. My TCL Stylus is doing a good job and all that. But pretty soon, I'm going to be doing the iPhone family pretty soon. I'm going to upgrade on Metro to an iPhone 14 myself. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at the prices and everything for it. And I'm just going to, and it's pretty low prices because I'm already got a contract with Metro. So I'm going to go right ahead and upgrade with Metro. And the Fold 4 being my possession pretty soon because the Note 20 Ultra is going towards the Fold 4. And the Fold 4 with the excellent cameras that they have, the excellent sound and the speakers in the half, but the pen doesn't go inside the slot like the Note phones do. That's the only difference. So there's your compromise right there. So, and you don't got really a phone to trade in. They don't want you to pay almost a full $2,000 in price, and a lot of places really want you to pay that $1,000, but not too many people, especially in our city, in our tri-state, are not buying those phones for $1,000. Some not even gonna be paid $500 or $600. You know what I mean? Unless they could get a contract on Verizon T-Mobile or somewhere and get them and put down on them and pay for them through their bill, and that's it. Who has a lump sum of money to pay for phones like that? Pay for phones. So I'm going to go to something else. People, start going to Anchor, start buying your survival gear. And then you know what I'm talking about with survival gear? Power generators and power. I think 2020, I think at the elections and in 2023, it's about to get very ugly out here. So you may want to be prepared for it in any way as you can. May want to be prepared. You know what I mean? And you may want to look forward to getting out of the city too. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to make some moves and be able to eat and be able to survive, because these cities are going to go crazy. You know, they knows down in downtown New York City, especially in Center City, how they packing people in these small apartments like a rat. You know what I mean? High-rise buildings, and they packing a lot of people when they didn't allow certain people down there. You know what I mean? Did not allow certain people to come in Center City. But now anyone could just come to Center City now. You know what I mean? And you pay thousands of dollars for a spot. You pay 3 times more for a spot than anywhere else. New York is the most expensive, almost paying $3,000 to $5,000 for an apartment. You know what I mean? And that's why these apartments are being brought up so fast and stuff like that, because they want to make sure you don't own anything and don't own your car, don't own nothing, and you just be happy with it. So you may want to prepare, get your food, shelter, get your rations, get everything. Get ahead of time, get weapons and all that. Because it's about to get real nasty out here. They just hold back for the elections and see what happens. That's it. You know what I mean? That's all they just really honestly just doing. So this weekend had a lot of fun out there. Shoot. It wasn't raining. I would have filmed down the Eagles tailgate, but when I get the newer phone, I'm gonna go down to the Eagles tailgate parties. You know what I mean? And do a couple of videos down there. I just enjoy our fans and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I come from the old school veteran stadium days. So if I watch the game, they're going to lose. Soon I don't watch the game or don't get caught up in the hype, then they win. See? And pretty much I come from the type when you get caught up in the hype and everything, then it seems like the luck goes down, you know what I mean? But that's the typical old school Philly curse, you know what I mean? I come from the veteran stadium generation. That's the generation I come from. You know what I mean? This is new. We got the Lincoln Financial generations, which is completely different. A veteran stadium had the 700 level where the fans wear the opposite jersey. They got their ass kicked. They got tossed from 700 down to the 400. You know what I'm saying? There were actual real brawls up in that joint for real. You know what I mean? You could come out that stadium, Patterson Avenue, bloody walking to the damn sub. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that shit will go down. But when they had McFadden's years ago in 2008, they killed another fan right in front of McFadden's right there at Citizen Bank Park. Them dudes are still in jail. You know what I mean? Beat them with a bat and everything. That shit was crazy. You know what I mean? They murdered that man and stuff. You know what I mean? Shoot. So when when we would see that crazy stuff at the vet, then there was some guys who were getting there for free. They would actually climb up the thing and get in the games for free, and they were getting free food walking through the concourse and stuff. And we would see the paper. Sometimes you'll see the papers fly on the field because the same stadium, Federal Stadium, where the Eagles would play at, the Phillies would play in that stadium too. Then across the street back in the day, the Sixers would play at the Spectrum, the original Spectrum, and they will play, and the Flyers would play there too. You know what I mean? That's how that shit would go down at the original Spectrum. But when they knocked down the original Spectrum, they built all that stuff for NBC and all that down there and stuff. Studio 21. That's why I did a video about a couple years ago. You know what I mean? With my G7 phone against the HTC U11. I did a video there. Then I did a HTC U11 video, which I shared with Real Deal Philly and stuff like that. Because I like to show him the old stuff that I did back in the day, so he could probably build up for me to build up his channel and really grow and stuff like that and get into all types of stuff in this tech game and this YouTube game, because there's so many avenues in this YouTube game that you can get into and make so much money. I mean, you can stick to what you're good at, you know what I mean? And it works for you and the algorithm agrees, you'll make money. That's how that goes. And I made that there at that's what used to be Sugar casino. Used to be Sugar House. And I made that video there too, testing cameras. So I made videos about everywhere all over the city. You know what I mean? But I have a video. I have a Vimeo channel on all my old videos that I made in the past. But then again, I was in the beginning stages of the tech game, and it wasn't easy and stuff like that. When you used to dealing with the streets and stuff like that, but now you're back, you're dealing with nerds and all that. It's like that classes, you know what I'm saying? And people say mean things, and when they're behind the screen, well, you can't grab them and get at their ass. You know what I mean? So sometimes you have to suck up and deal with things. But things is talked out, things is fine now. That's all that is. And and that's one of the things I learned. But you have to be able to separate your real life from your YouTube life. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get this done, you got to ignore stuff. I know techers who are real big and have a lot of trolls and have a lot of people. They still kept going. One got 3 to 4 businesses right now as we speak. 3 to 4 businesses. It's a beautiful thing and how they was able to keep going. But they ain't worrying about some people behind some YouTube, behind some damn screen cursing them out, because it's not real life. You know what I mean? Real life is you on the streets of North. You in the streets of West. You got to face up to a gun battle, and that guns are in your face. Them shootouts is happening. You walking past the shootout, and you got to run and duck from getting hit by a bullet. That's the real life. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, what you say on here is a joke. But can you say it face to face to a person that's trigger happy? No, you cannot say it. You know what I mean? These cats on these streets of Philadelphia, you know what I mean? Shafan know what I'm talking about. In some neighborhoods, talk your shit, you will get kidnapped. You will get kidnapped. You will be somewhere where you'll be never heard from again. You don't want to know what was endured at that time. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to go into details of it because things are sensitive out here. But you have to realize that this is that YouTube not realize this is nothing. This is chicken shit. For real. You know what I mean? Now you could go out there and be the same way like you are on YouTube, yeah. But hey, you are who you are on the street. Bring it onto YouTube. Be your comfortable and relax up. You see Shafan, she be relaxed on there. She right down the bottom. I mean, see, people here are relaxed. Not everybody here is bad and stuff like that. But when you dealing with different sections of YouTube, it can make you like that. You know what I mean? It can make you. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to give them the daddy talk. Got to give them that fucking daddy talk, you know? Straight up, straight up, straight up. So, people, I had some subscribers. My subscribers, please do stick with me. Things are about to get a lot better now. I do got a new demonstration table. I hadn't showed on the camera yet. But I'm working on getting better cameras than the camera that I had right now. And it's 1080 camera that I use. And I refuse to use it. It's still a good camera. But when I was trying to put it on screen, people could read that. And I have a new monitor coming, too. A new monitor that's bigger and much cleaner. And that you can see, and it got an HDMI cable on it. I want one of them touchscreen Samsung monitors. That's what I want, where I could talk to tech news and push it. So I have the table set up for that now. So it's just a matter of me getting a perfect camera, not perfect, but something good like GoPro, or I might take real Philly suggestion on that Osmo camera and use that. That's what I might say. So I might just get 2 to 3 cameras. And I'm looking into trying to get me a nice little Sony and stuff. And I drove down there and I seen photographers with this same Sony. And with these DSLR cameras recording. One I met recording at the Skyline and stuff that right off of Spring Garden. Now I mean, right at 76. He was filming Skyline there before you got onto the Benjamin Franklin Parkway. And I met one recording a model down there at 30th Street. You know what I mean? So sometimes you could get in conversations with these guys. It's wonderful and what you can learn and what information that y'all could change back to back to make better content on YouTube and on other sites. And another site I'm going to suggest to you, if you had the money to pay it, type Restream. Restream goes on everything. Goes on, and you could put it on every last platform you have if you pay the money and you connect everything to it. And next thing you know, you're doing lives on Facebook, you're doing lives on YouTube, you're doing lives on TikTok, you're doing lives on whatever ones they have left on Melon. You're doing all types of lives on every streaming platform that it is. So you really want your channel to grow, I advise people to invest into that restream and stuff like that. And make sure that you make sure too you got a good camera that people can really see. I mean, 720 does good, 1080 does good, but I like 4K and 8K videos with my phone I have. He talking about the mini pocket one. That's what he's talking about. So fine, just what you can do, man. What you can do, sis. You can send me your email, and what I would do, I probably will go send the information to you. But he has a video on it. So you go on his channel, you pull up his video, and he talks about that. In the video where he did when he demonstrated, he showed it back when he was on the Schuylkill Expressway. Yep, Restream. Restream is the bomb. Restream is the bomb. That's all that is. Cause when he did it, he was getting off he was coming off the boulevard, then going on 76, like going towards Montgomery County, and on the other side of Schuylkill, it's like Roxborough Manioc. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Going towards like Belmont Avenue. So that was some pretty good video that he did right there. Then the light video too. I'm going, and I have lights. I have a couple of lights too. I have to get for this area too. I might go to, see, what I do is go to Five Below and save the money. That's what I do. Or sometimes you go to Family Dollar, but you want the real lights, you got to spend the money. You have to spend the money. And that's what you have to do if you're going to get perfect lighting. One person named Easy Computer Solutions may have 5 cameras on him doing his videos and have excellent lighting. And I remember one video he showed the lighting machine that he had. And the lighting of your videos is very important. And one thing about these phones too, a lot of these phones too, when you do use them, they do go in and out. You know what I mean? They do go in and out. So it's good to have a separate DSLR camera to record. That's all. You know what I mean? What's up, Big Dog? What's up, my man? How things going in Vegas? You got that, you be having that good barbecue on the grill over there and stuff. But when I look at Vegas where you drive through and stuff like that, you definitely need a car there. You know, you don't got no public transportation like we have over here in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Where you can hop a train, you can hop a regional rail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You can hop the L. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Or you can hop a 10 trolley, or just the trolley lines. You know what I mean? We have all that here. I mean, we could go anywhere in the city that we want, you know what I mean? But what's cracking me up what SEPTA did, they had a choice of a project. They had a choice of building that extra bullshit to King of Prussia, what they already approved, or build the Roosevelt subway from Erie all the way up to like Neshannock Mall. And they choose to do the King of Prussia because it's business and corporate interests. I was saying about that. Would it make more sense to get finished what they should have got finished 100 years ago? The Roosevelt subway, they had a station at Sears and Roebuck when it was a factory there a long time ago in the station. They could have finished that thing up, and we could have been traveling all the way from Erie all the way to Neshannock Mall. But when everything got new and stuff, you know what I mean, they built it. They're going to have to put one underground in Franklin. They have to put it at Franklin Mills. You know what I mean? They're going to have to put it at Franklin Mills. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And they have it on Twitter. They keep talking about building it. But I don't know. I'm going to be able to see that in my time, in our time. They might get it built. But they're talking about a chance in 2035 they could go ahead and actually get that built. You know what I mean? Yeah, Wyoming, I've been to Wyoming before. I've been to Gillette. In Gillette, the landscape there is very different from where we at in Philly. It's very different. You know what I mean? You see these type of mountains and everything, and they call it a city, and you're surrounded by rocks, desert, and all types, a whole different type of terrain, of tumbleweeds and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. When I went there years ago, going to Seattle, you know what I mean? I was speeding through that joint like, hee-haw! Then my tire blew up. Then I had to go to a tire shop there. It cost me $600 to get those tires done there. And not like I'm back here where I have options to go to another tire shop. I'm in the middle of nowhere Only black dude in the middle of nowhere in Gillette and getting off of right off of Interstate 90. But lucky I did slow down because the police, state police was right there when I was speeding, going 90 miles an hour, doing 100, just because the roads out there so open, very open. So, I mean, fun to drive there, you know what I mean? But I got to learn. See, West Coast is a whole different terrain you got to learn. You know what I mean? But in the hoods, it's the same stuff just like back here. But the hood politics is different out there compared to Philly. You got to learn hood politics here too. You know, that's all. But Wyoming, yeah. Y'all farm, y'all work, y'all fish, y'all do all that. Y'all hunt out there for your food. So that's a different castle, well, you know what I mean, with there. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to go there. I did like Montana. And I did like North Dakota. You know what I mean? North Dakota, I felt good because when I was there, I felt good being around my Native American brothers and sisters too. When I was in some of these places, you know what I'm saying? And that was a difference. So one thing I'm going to be doing too when I do these videos and all that, and I do these uploads, is start writing the stuff down, because I notice I have a habit of repeating words, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you dig or something like that. I don't want to keep talking like that. You got to articulate your stuff when you talk, especially to this tech meeting when you talk. You can't just regurgitate the same words and make sentences to it. People want to hear full, complete sentences. It's what they want to hear. That's what they want to hear. So I'm going to start trying to work. I'm starting work. Okay, tell them to make the donuts. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Okay, you working overnight, Keisha. Okay, overnight. Okay, you probably be getting off sometime tonight or in the morning. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, you got to make those donuts. That's where you pay that's the way you pay the bills. You know what I mean? I got my own way of making the donuts. You know what I mean? And not really trying to push a clock. You know what I'm saying? For real. But pretty soon, there's going to be other stuff popping I'm not going to talk about yet. I'm not going to talk about. Yeah, Big Dog, are you still there? Let me know that you're still there. It's something I want to talk about with you, my man. Did you see Sid Crawler's text video? I'm about to send that to you on Twitter. I'm about to send that to you. That the LG V60, the one that you got, ate up the Motorola Edge 2022 on the camera. It ate it up. It spit it out. You know, Motorola should have did a lot better with those cameras. Should have did a lot better. But the Motorola I'm going to actually get, I'm going to buy the one overseas, the X30 Pro. The X30 Pro with the 200 MP camera. I saw the video on that, and the 200 MP camera was very superb. Very superb. I'm very impressed with that phone. Get that, then I'll get the other phones I want. The 7, the Fold and all that. So right now I'm in the process of getting the Fold. Right now I'm in the process of trying to get the iPhone. Yep, and I agree with you, Big Dog, and stuff like that. I have a good chance of getting the iPhone 14 now. So I'm going to go ahead, try to get the iPhone 14 too. You know what I'm saying? That's it. One thing I did like about the TCL for 1080 and 720, this TCL stylus got very clear video on it, you know what I mean? And a lot of people love how clear the video on it when I did slow-mo videos or different videos. But it doesn't hold down when you try to run up the street. It shakes a lot, you know what I mean? So you gotta definitely have this phone on a tripod to get good images. You know what I mean? You gotta have it on a tripod. That's all. So I just wanted to talk on here real quick, you know what I'm saying, with y'all, just brief y'all, because I know I haven't been on here for a minute. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure the viewership keeps building up and keep building up. Make sure y'all don't leave. Make sure y'all push the likes up on the video. Likes is very important for the algorithm so people can actually see the video. I have some videos in the back I didn't even show y'all yet. But, I'm trying to get it to more newer and everything. That way you get better images and better videos and stuff like that. So I'm just in the process of things. You don't see me for a while. But I'm going to be strictly doing uploads and uploads. So I just wanted to be brief with y'all. I'm going to salute people who came through. Keisha Hudson out South Philly. You came through. You know what I mean? Siobhan out down the bottom. West Philadelphia. Yo, what up, sis? You came through. You know what I mean? Keep on helping them people down in K&A. You be giving a lot of people a lot of hope. You know what I mean? You have a real heart, sister. You really do. You know what I mean? And I'll be peeping you and watch you. Maybe, hopefully, I'll run to you down there someday. You know what I'm saying? I met King Frank when I was down there too, and stuff like that. I got a picture with him on Instagram. So, yep. And who else we got? We got Castle Woe from Wyoming. What's up, Castle Woe? And I love, and I mean. And I like, and I'm gonna check out your videos later on. I'm gonna leave a few comments on your videos. This is the wonderful thing about the YouTube. You just don't meet local and all that. You meet people from across the country and worldwide. We all get to learn each other in this thing. And yo, big dog, what's going on? So I'm gonna send you a couple of things. But Jay Williams exposed the cameras on the S22 Ultra, and he exposed the cameras on the Fold, and the Fold is the best one to go with. But you got the iPhone 14 now, so I wonder what you're gonna trade it in for next. That's why I wondered what you're gonna trade it in for. And Queen Sun Kiss. Okay, I thank y'all for coming on here live with me, and that's all. I try to keep these videos pretty short because I know the short attention span on this. And y'all have a wonderful evening. Let me see, this phone is already done, so I can get out the door on this nasty rainy day. See, these transferences have been made. See, or it's just still doing the same old crap. Let's see. Damn, I still got 107 left. This whole damn day is shot. I tell you, this whole damn day is shot. Okay. All right, let me go ahead before I leave. Let me go ahead put in my email. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it here. Okay. All right, so go ahead and make sure you take this in. Not that. To okay. Yeah, Shafan, that's my email right there. Make sure you hit me up on that email. You know what I mean? Make sure you let me know that you took it down. And make sure you hit me up on the email, all right? On that email. That's all I want to make sure you want to do it. Let me make sure I put the right email in there. Because sometimes I do type wrong. Mine's not getting no younger. I'm getting older and older and older. All right, Keystone Tech 291 is it? Okay, you got it. Okay. So we are out of here, people. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see who comes. And let me see who comes on live later on when I'm on the other channel. But on this one, I'm just strictly all the tech and stuff like that. That's what I am. Strictly all the tech. Phew. All right. And I want to bring more of your ladies in here who are about tech too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be conversating with a lot of y'all pretty soon, and we're gonna make this happen. All right. I'm out. Savannah, I'm out to all the others. Y'all have a great night.